Kick is up, has the accuracy, and it is good. Jake Bates throwing right side, and it's going to be intercepted. Return past the 15, past the 20, out past the 30. Has space down the sideline. 40, 35, 30. And he is gone. A pick six for Houston. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it is straight down the middle. Looking to throw, rolls out right. Throws end zone. Touchdown San Antonio. Cody Latimer alone in the end zone. They take a 1-point lead with 3 seconds left. 52-yarder, left hash, for the win. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and it's drilled. Miami escapes week 1 with the win. Jason Sanders is looking to throw. Pass right side, wide open. Touchdown Drake London. Touchdown Drake London. Atlanta has tied this game and are an extra point away from taking the lead. Needing the 12-yard line. Handoff, Robinson left side. And going to be stuffed. A loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play. And with 50 seconds to go, the Chiefs have the ball. And most likely that does it. Ball on the 17.5-yard line. Looking to throw. Stepping up, throwing for the end zone. And caught. Touchdown Green Bay. Dontavian Wicks. 56 seconds to play. The Packers are within 3. 6:17 to play in overtime. Tua shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right, bunched up. Tua to throw. Pass time. Plenty of time. Pass. End zone, left side. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown Miami. They're gonna win. Let's go, baby. Here, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna send Smith in motion. Toss left side for Saquon Barkley. Good blocking and room to run. Pass midfield, spinning his way. Pass to 35 to 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and the Eagles respond instantly. Saquon Barkley. Oh my, making his presence felt. 1 play, 60 yards, 3rd and 9 from the 35. Mahomes looking to throw. Quick pass left side, caught by Piron. Has room to run. First down and more. Down to about the 17. And he stays in bounds. That will do it. The Kansas City Chiefs have escaped the Bills and have punched their ticket. Hello, everybody, and welcome on in. Week 6, about to be on the way here very shortly for the NFL season. I got the Florida Panthers jersey behind me instead of, a different NFL team because they're playing right now as well. In fact, 3 minutes before going live, they took a 1-0 lead over the Flyers, so hell yeah. So I'm going to be trying my best to keep up with that game as well, but just don't have a reliable way to watch it this year, sadly. Anyway, Philly will be getting ball first in this one as kickoff is underway, and that's going to bounce before the landing zone. And the Eagles will start from the 40. That is a tough way to start this game for the Giants. Right off the bat. All right, Eagles can have some great starting field position here. Yeah, that bounce is well short, about the 28. That's a tough way to start this. Hurts in shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Let's see what this Eagles offense can do throughout today. Handoff left side to Saquon Barkley, and he has room. Pass midfield for the first down and then some. Pass to 45 and down to the 41. That's a great first play of this game for Saquon Barkley. I'm kind of banking on him having a massive game today. I feel like if any week for Barkley to have that signature game to properly begin his season, it would come against the Giants. Hurts in shotgun back to his left to give to Barkley once again, and there's room up the middle. Another first down carry inside the 30 to the 28 for Saquon Barkley. Yeah, back-to-back carries going well. Of course, most people have their eyes on this Philly passing game that's been very rough to begin this season. As Hurts in shotgun back to his right, going to hand this off once again up the middle, and this time only going to get about 2. That's A.J. Dillon on the carry, I believe. And Jalen Hurts is on a long streak without an interception. Hurts in shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers to each side, a 2nd and 8. Going to keep it himself right side. The cameraman got tricked there. He's going to lose about 2, sliding down into 29. So a 3rd and long coming up. That's it's a pretty rough way for Hurts' first carry to go. It's like, since Barkley got taken out of this drive, they have struggled a bit through 2 plays. Which, fair, because Barkley is that talented, but still. Hurts in shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Ball on the 29-yard line, looking to throw. Pass right side is caught. Going to get past the 25 to maybe the 24 if they give him forward progress. That's Dallas Goedert on the reception, but that's going to be a 4th and 5, 4th and 4 coming up. And the Eagles will send out Jake Elliott just to get points on this opening drive. So 2 plays with Saquon that worked really well. And then 3 straight plays of just not much. That's a pretty tough way to start this for Philly. 42-yard kick from Jake Elliott on the left hash. To get on the board first and scoring this opening drive. It is up. And it is right down the middle. I mean, yeah, you get points on an opening drive, but I would still venture to say that is a disappointment of an opening drive. Because you started with excellent field position due to the kickoff landing short of the landing zone. We had 2 great back-to-back plays with Saquon Barkley. And then you completely stall out once he gets off the field. And we're at commercial break as we await Jaxson Dart's first drive of this one. Yeah, that's a tough way for that first drive to go. That is a tough way for that first drive to go. Jeez, the Panthers are out shooting Philly by 11 right now. Crazy. We're about halfway through that game as well. Yep, at commercial break after the opening drive for Philly resulted in a field goal. What's up? Welcome on in. Yeah, it's a big night for Philadelphia sports as a whole, which is kind of funny. All good, all good. Because the Eagles game just started, the Flyers are playing right now as well. They're down 1-0. And then the Phillies are having a potential elimination game right now against the Dodgers. Big night for Philly sports, kind of out of nowhere. Yeah. Just coming back from a commercial break as, a bot appears. Hell yeah. I will say I am looking for places to watch hockey this season because I'm just barely out of the area for Panthers Plus right now. Kickoff returned up past the 35, trying to flip field towards the left. Gonna get past the 45 to the 46. That is a great kick return. And the Giants will have excellent field position to begin this drive. As out comes Jaxson Dart. Through two games, playing pretty well. Like, he playing pretty well. Had a good win against the Chargers in his debut. Last week against the Saints was pretty tough, but I think it's good. Dart in shotgun back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. 1st and 10, going to hand this off up the middle, and that's good old Cam Scatterboo up to the 49. I would love it if this duo of Dart and Scatterboo just runs the league in the next few years. Mainly because of I love Cam Scatterboo. I really wanted Miami to draft him as the main power back option. But obviously it didn't happen. Dart looking to throw in 2nd and 7. Pass over the middle is incomplete. A dangerous pass. I'm not sure what you were seeing there. Luckily, it falls incomplete. A 3rd and 7 coming up. I don't know what he was looking at there. That was never open. Maybe he was trying to get a penalty there, but that was just, that was not it. I have no idea how that wasn't picked as well. So Dart in shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. A 3rd and 7. And a penalty marker before this snap. Going to be a false start on the Giants. Ugh. 3rd and 12 coming up. That's one way for this to start. You have such great starting field position. I've gone backwards now. As Jalen Carter is inactive tonight for Philly. That's a tough loss up front. I would think the Giants would try to capitalize off of that in some way. It's 3rd and 12, so you can't really run the ball here, but maybe in future drives. As Dart and shotgun, a back to each side, going to look to throw in 3rd and 12. Has some time, passing deep, right side. And that's caught down to the 21. What a catch. Going up for that one. The Giants are moving the ball well. That was... How many... Make sure I get the number right. Yeah, cool. Someone who's not on the roster. That's fantastic. Not on the roster I have for the Giants. That's cool. Ball actually on the 22 as they're going to hand this off up the middle for Scatterboo. That gets to the 20. No spitting this time for Carter. Play action looking to throw for Dart on 2nd down. Makes 1-man miss in the backfield. Makes a 2nd miss. Throwing left side. And that is overthrown incomplete. Yeah, I'm sure Tom... Honestly, I think Tom might be waiting to see if the Texans can storm back in that division. To see kind of how the idea for that friendship's going to go. I was trying to figure out who made it. Was... All right, 3rd and 8. Dart in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Going to look to throw. Pressure coming, going to step up. Going to take it himself. Makes 1-man miss inside the 10 to 5. And touchdown, New York. Jaxson Dart does it himself from 20 yards out. And the Giants take the lead. With under 10 minutes of play in the first. That's how you have a successful opening drive, Philly. Especially with taking advantage of that great starting field position. Like that's how you do it. That was a fantastic opening drive for the Giants. Extra point is up, and it is good. 4-point lead for New York. We'll see how Philly responds. Their opening drive had 2 good plays, but besides that, kind of stalled out early. Oh yeah, if the Eagles lose this game, there is a boatload of questions coming their way. Well, it also would depend on how they lose. If it's a shootout, the questions are kind of answered, or there's not as many questions. But if this is like a 24-17 final, like yeah, there's gonna be questions in Philly about that offense. As that's kind of like the all eyes on them case. Yeah, but that comes back to bite you if you can't play a full 4 quarters. I mean, it happened last week. It's gonna happen again when you play against tougher opponents, especially in like the playoffs. Like they're gonna need to figure it out at some point. I mean, Saquon Barkley had 2 great carries to begin this game, and then he missed, and then he rested the next 3 plays, and they had to kick a field goal. I think that's going to be the tough part, is how do you manage Saquon this season the rest of the way? Because if he's that big of a factor in the offense, like obviously you don't want to run him the entire game, but you're going to need to keep him on the field for a large portion of the game. I think this is who made that catch on that drive, but it's the wrong jersey number. No, the Giants roster is weird. Yep, just coming back from commercial break. Getting a replay of that touchdown run for Jaxson Dart. He got some legs on him. He can move. He can move. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the goal line. Has room past the 25 down to about the 30, 29 and a half-ish. Oh, yeah, the 2018 draft. Saquon Barkley entering the league. You know, it's nice that he has a ring now. Like, he's one of those players where if he retired without a ring, it would have been it would have been just like a missed opportunity for him. The fact he got one is great. I do kind of wish he was still in New York, though. There was just something about him in that New York blue that looked perfect. Hurts in shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Receiver sent in motion left to right as Hurts will look to throw. Quick pass left side is caught. That's going to be a gain of about 4. I believe that's Dallas Goedert on the reception. Now, to be fair, yeah, Saquon does look great in the Kelly Greens. I think it's just part of it is like this branding of the Eagles. I'm like not the biggest fan of. It's solid, but there's just something about the Kelly Greens that look great. Hurts in shotgun back behind him, going to hand this off, and as Saquon Barkley making one man miss, makes a second miss, but eventually going to be ganged up on behind the line for a loss of about 3. Yeah, it wasn't going to work out in New York, but he was one of those players where Like, he felt like he was New York. The same way that, like, Eli Manning was and Michael Strahan was. And even, like, a Tiki Barber. Oh, yeah, that Super Bowl loss last year for the Chiefs was tough. I thought they were going to bounce back maybe with it, but does not seem like it. Hurts in shotgun, back to his right, looking to throw in 3rd and 8. Pressure coming, trying to escape, but unable to. He's sacked. It's Brian Burns. And the Eagles go 3 and out. Rough 2 drives for Philly. Oh, that's a killer combo on that left side. That's a beautiful pass stunt. They have Abdul Carter breaking towards the outside and Brian Burns going outside in. Yeah, that's deadly. Jeez, that's a good combo. This Giants front 7, man. Or at least like their defensive line is a sneaky good defensive line. Punt comes off clean. Going to be returned beginning from the 20, makes one man miss. Has room past the 30, out of bounds near the 34. So the Giants will start from there. Yeah. But like, I thought they were gonna be back in the AFC Championship and all that. Like I did mention during the AFC West preview video, like the last time they got blown out like that in the Super Bowl, they missed the Super Bowl the next year and then bounced back. But they were still a great team in 21 when they missed the Super Bowl. I don't know what's going on with them this year though. It's been a rough 5 weeks. Hey, speaking of Eli Manning, he's in the stands. Dart in shotgun back behind him. Going to hand this off right side for Cam Scatterboo. And that's going to get about 3. I'm only going to mention this because I'm hearing it right now outside. It has been raining by me for like 6 of the past 7 days. It does not matter if it's clear skies, if it's, downpour. It has just been raining. And I don't get it. I hate it. Dart in shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on the 38. Play action looking to throw. Has time. Pass left side. It's there. Past the 45 to the 41. No one tagged him down. He gets an extra 5 yards. That's Wan'Dale Robinson. Up to the 36. How do you not tag him? That's a good throw from Dart. A little bit behind, but again, no one tags him down. So he's able to get those extra 5 yards he would have gotten anyway if it was an on-target pass. Dart in shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Going to send a tight end in motion. As the give left side is going to lose about a yard. As that is Devin Singletary on the carry. And I forgot he was in New York. Oh yeah, bots, baby bots. Dart in shotgun, 4 receiving options to the right on 2nd and 9. Wait, they gave him a yard there? Okay. Dart looking to throw. Pressure coming, going to try and step up. Rolling to his right to buy some time. Throwing right, it's there, an open receiver. Inside the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, Wan'Dale Robinson. And the Giants extend this lead to 10 pending the extra point. Two drives in this game, and the Giants have been unstoppable offensively. That's great pocket movement from Dart. Wan'Dale Robinson is wide open. And all he has to do is make one man miss. And he got the blocking he needed. That's... wow. Rough start for Philly. The extra point is no good. He missed it wide right. So it remains a 10-point lead. But man, this has been a rough start for the Eagles. Yeah, they got a little bit lucky there with that missed extra point, but it has been, man, it has been something. Yeah, that is one way to start things off. Well, like Philly this year, like they've had games where they've been like where as long as it's close, well, it doesn't even matter if it's close or not. As long as it's not out of reach by halftime, they've shown to be able to come back in a situation like this. But not having Jalen Carter, I think is going to be an interesting test for the rest of the way. I think Jalen Carter is a big piece of that defense, and without him today, it's gonna be rough to see how they play things. And we're at commercial break. Let's see. Panthers still only. Oh no, it's tied between the Panthers and Flyers. When did? Okay. Damn, that's crazy. It just says Philadelphia player scored. Doesn't even have their name on it. Goddamn CBS Sports. I think the Giants could probably say it. I mean, the Giants and Cowboys had a very close game the week after Philly beat them, so probably. I think it's also the case where like that week one matchup is also the case of like the Cowboys defense wasn't that great or isn't that great this season, and they were trying to figure things out. Also, that rain delay played a factor in that one, so that yeah, it's. I mean, the Flyers are like a pretty young team in the NHL, so I'm not surprised that they have an incomplete roster on the CBS Sports app because it's a fine app for sports keeping. For most other stuff, it is pretty rough. Okay, there we go. Now they added the name to it. Kickoff underway. Give me return beginning from the 3. Up past the 20 to about the 24, maybe 25. Okay, I'm not sure why Giants players were celebrating like they got a turnover there, but okay. The pocket movement from Dart, man, it's nice to watch. I have 5.5 to play in the first quarter. First and 10. Hurts in shotgun back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Going to play action and look to throw. Hurts with some time. Pass left side. It's going to be incomplete. Off the mark towards A.J. Brown. And that connection is going to be the big one to watch today. Can they find a rhythm together? Something they haven't really been able to do all year. But can those two find a rhythm of some kind? We will see. Hurts in shotgun back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw once again. Passing this right side for A.J. Brown, and that is... Oh my God, that's caught! In between 2 Giants defenders. That was placed perfectly, and there's that connection. There's that connection. We were just curious if we're gonna see. I mean, that is placed. That is placed. That's like a handoff, man. That's placed perfectly. Speaking of handoff, this one right side to Saquon Barkley is gonna get about 6. Yeah, that was a beautiful pass from Hurts to Brown. Like, jeez. A.J. Brown pretty much didn't have a choice but to catch that one. Hurts in shotgun back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Man sent in motion left to right as it's 2nd and 4. Hurts will look to throw. Has some time. Plenty of time. Pass over the middle. It's going to be caught inside the 20 to the 16. It's Dallas Goedert finding the space, and the Eagles are in the red zone for the first time tonight. Hurts in shotgun back to his left. Going to play action, look to throw, pass left side. That's going to be caught by Goedert once again. Gain of roughly 3. Dallas Goedert has been his primary target tonight. That's his 4th catch already. So 2nd and 6. Hurts alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Looking to throw once again. Hurts with some time. Pass over the middle is caught inside the 5, down to the 4. That is, I believe, Devontae Smith on the reception. Yep. So 1st and goal coming up. $2:50 to play in this first quarter. Philly looking to get something going here offensively. Can they finish this drive in the end zone? Hurts in shotgun, back behind him, a fullback to his left. Play clock winding down to get the snap off. To give to Barkley right side. He spins his way for maybe a yard. Probably more so about half a yard there. 2nd and goal coming up. Okay. $2:15 to play in the first. We're letting this clock run a bit. I kind of get it. It's early. It doesn't really matter, actually. Hurts alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Making some adjustments at the line. There's now 4 receivers to the right. As Hurts is going to toss this one right side. That's caught. And it's Dallas Goedert in for the touchdown. The Eagles cut into this deficit and are an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. That Jalen Hurts and Dallas Goedert connection, it's been everywhere tonight already. Yeah, just a simple underhand pass. And the blocking is there for Goedert, and he fights his way in. Yeah, Saquon had his way with the Giants last year in their matchups. They don't want that to happen again. He's gonna have like the one guy where, like, if Saquon gets going, this entire Eagles offense is gonna be looking a lot better. As the extra point is up and good. Has us at a 3-point game. It is downpouring outside. Again, it's been like 6 of the. I think yesterday was the only days in October where we have not gotten rain where I'm at. It's been something. Like it has been near nonstop rain. It's crazy. Florida does that for some reason. God, it's supposed to rain tomorrow as well. It's supposed to rain all day. Of course, it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. And going into Saturday as well, of course. I mean, yeah, we're like 2 months out from hurricane season ending, so that's probably why we're getting all this rain now. Still that commercial break after the Eagles finally found the end zone. I've made this a 3-point game. And it's like I don't mind the rain on the weekend. Because like Saturday and Sunday, and even like most parts of Friday. Like I'm inside, I'm chilling, I'm relaxing, watching football, college football, and all that. So I don't care if it's raining outside or not. But during the week when I'm going to classes and stuff, like I don't want to deal with the rain. Yeah, there is that. Oh yeah, the Black Friday game, Bears Eagles this year. That's gonna be something. Let's say a 3 o'clock kickoff. I forgot that's how early it starts. Okay. Wait. They're promoting the Black Friday game, but not next week's Thursday night game. What is next week Thursday night? Does that game have merit? As kickoff is underway, going to be returned beginning from about the 5, up past the 20, down to about the 22. Oh, next week it's Pittsburgh Cincy. I remember my first time with streaming a Steeler game this year. Okay. A give right side on first down is going to get back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Wan'Dale Robinson on the, I believe, the short reception there. Damn, yeah, be careful with those, man. Okay, I've dealt with a few hurricanes, but nothing like really like there hasn't been anything like massive the past few years here. But yeah, tsunamis, they're yeah. Dart and shotgun back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. 2nd and 10 from the 23. Play action looking to throw. Dart with some time. Going to roll to his right to buy more. And going to be brought down for a loss of 1. Sacked after trying to dance around in the pocket. And it's a 3rd and 11 coming up. And what could be the final play of the quarter coming up. There's about a 10-second difference between play and game clock. And a part of me is just worried about flooding here because I'm not sure how good the drainage system is where I'm at. And if we're gonna get like 3 days straight of nonstop rain, that's gonna be something. Yeah, that's good to hear. I'm up pretty high, so I'm chilling. Dart quick pass right side is gonna be caught and brought down near the 28. But not enough for the first down. That's a Jordan Humphrey on the reception. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. The first quarter ends with a Giants 3 and out. As Philly will get the ball to begin the second. When we get back from the commercial break. Because I'm up on the third floor, so I'm not too worried about the flooding, like actually affecting the setup and everything. It's more so just my car. Because I got some good footballs in there. I have like a whole bag of like 9 footballs whenever I decide to like go out and play and practice or whatnot. Because I still like to do all that. Like I got like 3 like actual game balls, 1 college, 2 NFL. I might move those inside and out of my car if it's gonna be that bad of rain. Oh, you're in a harbor? Yes, yeah. That makes sense why you have a bunch of tsunami routes then. I live in Florida. You can't really get up high here. The idea of living in a high altitude does not exist in this state. There's a reason the run-in joke is the tallest mountain Florida has is Space Mountain. Like, it does not. Elevation does not exist. I think there's one mountain that's like a natural mountain. We have a bunch of like big landfills, but no, in terms of like actual mountains, I think the highest it gets like 267 feet. Yeah, elevation does not exist in this state. Oh yeah. Also a lot of lakes over in Minnesota, which I do plan to make my way out there at some point. Like part of the reason why like I have all the different NFL jerseys and whatnot is because I eventually want to go to a game at every stadium. So I'm like prepping like those jerseys to wear to those games. Like eventually make my way out to Minnesota. I was supposed to go to New Orleans a few years back when Miami was playing there, but COVID messed that up. I'll eventually I think number one on my list is I want to go to a game in Green Bay. I want to go to Lambeau Field. Like that's number one on that list. As we're just coming back from commercial break, the start of the second quarter underway. Here's a 4th and 4 as the Giants went 3 and out and are set to send this one down. Punt comes off clean and going to be returned beginning from about the 21. It's up past the 25 to the 26 before being brought down. Oh, Phillies Dodgers is in extras. Okay. As the Eagles break the huddle, Hurts in shotgun. That would be surreal if I was supposed to like when he was in Miami for the 30 for 30. I wanted to go to that, but I was on vacation, so I couldn't. Hurts will keep it himself on first down and gonna lose about a yard here. Yeah, I really wanted to go to that Miami for 30 for 30, but I was in Europe when he was down here on the trip, so that was unfortunate. All right, Hurts in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side, 2nd and 10. Going to hand this off up the middle for Saquon Barkley. He gets up to about the 29 before being brought down. So a 3rd and medium, relatively long. Yeah. If he does, I'm going to make sure to go to one of them. Like, I'll make sure to have nothing planned that, but whenever he plans on doing it. Even if it means like going to the one in Tampa, like I'll find a way to go to one of those. They're in Florida. Hurts in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side, looking to throw. 3rd and 7, he has some time. Pass right side is caught. Gonna be enough for a first down. Pass out of bounds to the 45. It's Devontae Smith on the reception. All right. Because yeah, like it's not like this shaker cup. I have a different shaker cup underneath, like where the Stanley Cups are. That's like full of content creator signatures from when I went to Boston this past summer. I might add his to that. I might get something else signed, but I do definitely want to get something signed by him at some point. Hurts rolling to his right, looking to throw. Pass right side is going to be caught. Pass to 40 to the 38. That's A.J. Brown on the reception. Yeah. Oh yeah. What was I think it was COVID, like 2020 when I started watching Tom. But yeah, he's great. Yeah, I definitely want to make sure like I'm able to go to that. Hurts in shotgun back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw. Has some time. Going to roll to his left to buy more. Plenty of time here. Passing left side is a wide open receiver. Enough for a first down. Inside the 25 and down to the 22. I believe that's Devontae Smith on the reception once again. So 1st and 10, 11 and a half to play. Hurts in shotgun back to his left, 3 receiving options to the right. They give up the middle to Saquon Barkley, trying to bounce to the left side, but going to lose a yard. Yeah, he had a great 2 first carries of this game, but since then, the Giants have kept him in check. Hell yeah. Yeah, because I remember... I definitely remember the 49ers Packers divisional round game. That was like heavy snow and ended because of a blocked punt that was returned. I remember watching his reaction to that live. That might be the oldest. Might be before that. Hurts in shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Looking to throw in 2nd and 10. Has some time. Pass left side. Caught. Going to be down to about the 12. I think the spot will have him inches short though. It does. 3rd and inches for Philly at about the 12 and a half. Do you know what that means? It's time for the tush push. It is time. Hurts under center. Giants stacking the box. And we have a timeout called. I think they're going to review this. Yeah, they reviewed the spot. And it's a 1st down Philly, so we're not getting the tush push just yet. The review center reviewed the spot. So with 10 minutes to play, it's going to be a 1st and 10 from the 12. Hurts alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Play clock winding down. They get the snap off. Hurts looking to throw. Pass left side is caught. Inside the 5 and out of bounds near the 4. A.J. Brown on the reception. It's a 2nd down coming up. Going to be a 2nd and 2 roughly. Hurts alone in shotgun once again. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Hurts looking to throw. Rolling to his right to buy time. Still looking. Pass in end zone. Incomplete. Looking for Saquon Barkley in the back of the end zone. And it's former Miami Dolphin Javon Holland batting this one away. A 3rd and 1 coming up. Yeah, good play from Holland. It's true in Miami, he doesn't make that play. So 3rd and 1, and they're going to tush push this, trying to just get the 1st. It's a 3rd and a long 1. Did he get it? Depends on where they're going to spot him. I don't think he did, but they'll just do it again. And yeah, he's short. It's a 4th and inches. So just line right back up with it. Yeah, it's 4th and inches. They're just gonna do it again. They're gonna go right back to it. Hurts under center, and the Giants will call a timeout. Their first of the half with 8.5 to play in the first half. Okay. Yeah, I picked Philly to win as well, Toasted. But I don't know, they've been playing pretty rough tonight. I mean, they're setting themselves up nice here. But like it's I don't know, I'm still not feeling great about Philly. Yeah, I'm sure most of the Knicks are disappointing seeing how many of them are Philly guys. Push on 4th and inches. That should be enough to pick it up. And yeah, it's going to be a 1st and goal here for Philly from about the 1. Hold on. They missed a false start. They missed a false start. That's it's crazy how they only miss false starts on that play for Philly. Like, it's crazy how they only miss false starts when Philly runs that play. It's 1st and goal, and we're right back to it. Hurts up the middle. He's gonna be short, but they're just gonna do it again. I hate this play. Like that, it's just boring. Like, they mix it up like once every 100 times, but come on. Yeah, no, I don't think they'll be back at this. As of right now, I think they're gonna have a tough road if they're gonna go back to back. I mean, it's up to the refs to stop this play. They need to start calling shit. And there's a tush push once again, and Hurts is in. Eagles take the lead on 4 straight tush pushes. One of which, on 4th and inches, the refs missed a false start. Like, come on. Yeah, fair. Speaking of, how many free throws do the Knicks have right now? Okay, only 11. Damn, only 19 combined free throws through about 2.5 quarters between the Knicks and Timberwolves. I guess the refs ain't calling shit in the NBA right now either. As we go into a commercial break. Hey, Panthers took a 2-1 lead over Philly. Hell yeah. Yep, at commercial break. Yeah. That's storyline. Again, like the Chiefs had so many penalties. Like it was crazy. That's true, though. So preseason the refs take a back seat. But at the same time, like, is there anyone on the Knicks or Timberwolves that is like a foul baiter the same way that like Shea is or Embiid? But speaking of, is anyone even playing in that game because it's preseason? Like what is the Okay, no, guys are actually playing. Okay. Mitchell Robinson has 1 point. That's crazy. How many Brunson? Yeah, true. True. Still at commercial break. So today was the UFL's like introductory press conference in Columbus. And I've given new co-owner Mike Leopold so much credit how he's handled the past few months. Today he'd said something that just completely misses the mark of what the UFL is. As the extra point is up and good. Because he was talking about how like no, if you're still playing in the UF, if you're still relying on spring leagues after 3-4 years of playing in them, it might be time to go off to coaching. Which most of the guys we're seeing in the UFL that are consistent guys are probably gonna end up being really good coaches anyway at some point. But the UFL, if it wants to remain like a very consistent product, it needs those guys like a Luis Perez, like a Jordan Teamu, like a Breland Speaks, like an AJ McCarron from a few years ago. Like it needs those guys that are there year in that are there not for that not to like push their careers to the NFL, but to help push other guys to the NFL. Like they need guys like that. I think that's the one thing he has really missed the mark on as being a co-owner. But for the most part, he has nailed it out the park with how he has like really opened up that communication between the league and the fan bases. I'm curious to see if Brunson will try and lead into like purposely getting the calls more this year because I'm sure most of the cases he just has a good whistle because he's a superstar. I'm curious if we'll actually see him like pull an Embiid and a Shea where he goes up for an easy layup. Maybe there's a guy like 2 feet near him. He just completely falls on his back. There's a difference between like having that superstar whistle and being someone who hunts the free throws. All right, 1st and 10, Dart in shotgun. A back to each side. 1st and 10 from the 33. The handoff right side to Cam Scatterboo is going to get about 2, maybe 3. Speaking of toast, did you see that LeBron is going to be out the first like month of the season? Handoff up the middle once again. This time it's Tyrone Tracy on 2nd and 7. Gonna get about 2. Yeah, I think the thing that Brunson like he plays so physical is why it's like it's more so probably just a superstar whistle instead of like a legit like hunting for free throw situation. Yeah, I'm sure Draymond is in tears right now because it was a Lakers Warriors opening night, and now LeBron won't be there. Dart in shotgun back to his left. Play clock winding down. 3rd and 6. 3 receiving options to the right. Looking to throw. Has time. Pass left side is caught for the first down. Pass to 45 to the 46. That's LeJordan Humphrey on the reception. Speaking of, you see that the fake Bronny Twitter account had to change its name after the whole debacle with the second decision stuff. Faking a toss left, Dart looking to throw. Keeps it up the middle and going to get it. Probably enough for a first down there, about 10. Because initially the account was just Bronny. I think it's just called Bronny Jr. and now it's called Bronny Commentary. And that's just funny that like LeBron was like, "Nah, we're gonna send a cease and desist on this." Toss left side on 2nd and 1, and there's room for Cam Scatterboo. Gonna be enough for a first down, gain of roughly 6 up near, I think that's a 39. Yeah, the username now is Bronny Commentary. It has like the golden check and everything. And then it's just been a Bronny parody account because Bronny doesn't have his own like social media, so they've just been able to piggyback off that. Quick throw right side gonna be caught by Wan'Dale Robinson for a gain of a yard. Dart in shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers to each side, ball on the 38.5-yard line. 2nd and 9. Dart looking to throw, pass right side, it's caught. Gonna be brought down near the 34, maybe 33. That was T.O. Johnson on the reception. A 3rd and 4 coming up. Dart in shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. They're in field goal range. They can cut into this. Just under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Dart looking to throw once again. Quick pass right side. That's going to be caught. Did forward progress give him the first? It seemingly will. Yes, it did. Needed 4. Got about 4.5. And that is Jalen Hyatt on the reception. As Dart looks to throw once again, quick pass right side. It is Hyatt once again. And that is going to be for a gain of roughly 5. And that might bring us, that'll probably bring us to the 2-minute warning. Ruling it a gain of 6. And yep, that is the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the first half. This is a 4-point game. And it's been a solid one. Aside from those 4 straight tush pushes, it's been a very solid game. We're going to a commercial break. Yep, at commercial break. Oh, also, Toasted, if you're still here, did you see what I posted in Wii Gaming in the Discord about the new Fortnite shit? Cause man, that repo skin, it looks dumb as hell. I love it. Yeah, that's it's Christmas. Bro, and then like the fact that it has fingers, it doesn't work. The fact that it has fingers so that way you can do the emotes, it's just like, come on. John Reaper. Yeah. It's something. All right, just coming back from commercial break. There's 2 minutes to play in this first half. Giants with the ball well into plus territory. Dart in shotgun back to his left. Receiver in the backfield to his right as well. 2nd and 4 from the 22. Dart looking to throw. Pump faking left side. Has time in the pocket. Going to try and step up. Trying to find room. Rolling left side. Going to be able to pick up the first down and get out of bounds near the 15. Somehow Jaxson Dart makes something out of nothing there. And it's 1st and 10 for the Giants with 1:50 to play. Oh, Quinyon Mitchell is questionable to return. Yeah. That's going to be tough for that defense. All right, 1st and 10. Dart in shotgun. A back to each side. Going to hand this off up the middle for Cam Scatterboo. He bulldozes Cooper DeJean and fights his way for a gain of 6 inside the 10 to the 9. Oh, and he's a little slow to get up. Is that a Michael Vick Eagles jersey? They just showed someone in the stands. I believe that's a Michael Vick Eagles jersey. Because I don't know who would have wore number 7 the last time the Eagles busted out those black uniforms. Aside from Michael Vick. Right? The Eagles have called their first timeout. It's 2nd and 4 with 1:40 to play. Yeah, it's downpouring outside. That's great. Cam Scatterboo is on the field. That's where you're gonna find a majority of the dunk. Under center, gonna hand this off to Cam Scatterboo up the middle, and that's going to fight his way for about 3. A 3rd and 1 coming up. Yeah, we have a Michael Vick jersey in the stands. We got Cam Scatterboo on the field who plays like he is Mike Allstott from the early 2000s, just bulldozing people. The Eagles call their 2nd timeout. Zeus is angry as shit over here for some reason, with it being downpouring right now. It's a fine Thursday night. So 3rd and 1, a minute 32 to play in the first half. Eagles have 1 timeout remaining. Dart under center, back behind him. Play clock winding down, making some adjustments at the line. Dart gonna QB sneak this. He's gonna pick up the first down, a gain of 2 up to the 4. And it gives him a fresh set of downs to find the end zone before the half. Yeah, it really does feel like that. I had a midterm today as well in a programming class. I'm like whatever about this Dodgers Phillies game is in the bottom of the 11th right now. It's been a one of those days type of days. I believe the Eagles have called their final timeout of the half as well. Like how I can tell when the rain picks up, there's gonna be some buffering with with the game. Yep, Eagles have no timeouts remaining. 1st and goal. Dart under center, back behind him. Tight end in the backfield, acting as a fullback. Play action, looking to throw. Dart with some time. Pass in end zone, and incomplete. Nearly a perfect pass to LeJordan Humphrey. Instead is a little bit too far, and it falls incomplete. Just ever so slightly too far. It allowed the defender to make a play on that one. I mean that's near perfect. Like that's still a great throw, but one where because of the other defender there, you might want it to be like a little bit more inside, so that way it's more like a bucket instead of having to reach for it. Handoff up the middle. It's Cam Scatterboo from 4 yards out. The Giants retake the lead with a minute 19 to play in the first half. Cam Scatterboo. A 15-play drive spanning just over 6.5 minutes. And this is shaping up to be a fantastic game to begin week 6. The extra point up and good. It's a 3-point Giants lead. Yeah, this rain is coming down hard right now near me. Jeez. But at commercial break, after the Giants just retook the lead, now up by 3. That is. If I turned off my noise background setting on this mic, you would 100% be able to hear this rain. It's just. That's the joy of Florida. It's called the Sunshine State, but it rains like it's Seattle. Still at commercial break. With 1:19 to play in the first half. Eagles down by 3. About to get the ball back. The Giants get ball to begin the second half. So they're in a great spot here if they can hang on to this lead. Oh, is it? Damn. Again, like on the weekend, I don't really care about rain because I'm inside 99% of those days because watching football or doing home or doing assignments or whatnot. But during the week, when it rains like this, it generally pisses me off. Kickoff underway, gonna be muffed. And return from the end zone only gets up to about the 6. Oh, disaster for Philly. He muffed it at the 4, picked it back up at the goal line, and returned it to the 6-yard line. And the Eagles are well backed up to begin this drive. I want to say it has screwed me over because I have made sure that like my backpack and most of my stuff is like water resistant to some degree. But still, it's just annoying because of where I have to park. I park like a decent bit away from all my classes. So when it rains like this, it's just annoying. Hurts in shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. Going to hand this off up the middle, and there's room for Saquon Barkley. Past the 20 and down to the 25. And they're going hurry up. Oh, all of Philly sports are pissing people off because all 3 of their teams are playing right now. Hurts in shotgun back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. Looking to throw from the 25. Pass right side that's caught past the 30, down to the 34. A.J. Brown on the reception. Yeah, I have Hurts looking to throw in 2nd and 1. Has time, pass right side is caught and going to get out of bounds near the 44. As A.J. Brown clock will stop. I have been waiting for the rain to like stop consistently to where like I can throw some stuff away. Cause like there's a trash compactor near me where I have to like put on my garbage bags and shit. So I've been waiting I've been waiting for the rain to stop so I can do that, and I've just not been able to the past week. Because either it's raining or the one day it hasn't rained so far this week, I was flooded with making sure I get I had to make sure I get power rankings up in time. Hurts looking to throw. 1st and 10, pass right side, it's incomplete, looking for Dallas Goedert. So 2nd and 10, 21 seconds to play. Hurts in shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Man in motion left to right. Hurts looking to throw. Rolling to his right to buy some time. Launching this one. That's going to be incomplete. Basically a throwaway. 15 seconds now. Is it? Yeah, it's been raining like nonstop the past since October started. It's been annoying. It's supposed to be fine most of next week. But then on Saturday, next week Saturday, it's supposed to be raining again. That's just annoying. We'll see though. Hurts in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Play clock winding down. And the Giants will call a timeout here. Okay. The Eagles were not going to get that playoff in time. The Giants just saved them 5 yards. So 3rd and 10. 15 seconds to play. Hurts in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Hurts looking to throw. Has some time, gonna step up and gonna take it himself and sliding down at the 49. It's 4th down. That's gonna be the end of the first half. They can't spike this. And yep, time expires. That's the end of the first half. The Eagles horribly misplay that. Looking like Ohio State out there. And the Giants get ball to begin the second half, up by 3. That brings us to halftime, though. Yep, at the half. 2 very questionable decisions and a half. The Giants calling a timeout when the Eagles were definitely going to get a delay of game. And then Jalen Hurts running there the way he did. We'll see. But Giants have a 3-point lead as we enter halftime. All right, since halftime is just getting underway, I will quickly be right back. Right. I am back. We're at commercial break at halftime. At the half. Now that we know the UFL teams for next year, I might get a head start on working on the graphics for all of the next year stuff. Because much like, last year I had different stuff, and at the Super Bowl I unveiled this stuff. I'm gonna do the same thing. I already have an idea for what will be like the basis for that graphics. Because like this stuff was like kind of like a Madden 12 inspiration, or like older day Fox scoreboards and whatnot. So I already have an idea of what the next one's gonna be. So I might start that soon. Yep, at halftime still. Yep, at halftime. I mean, like Philly has been playing fine this game. It's definitely some questionable things, but all around, I'm just like, they should be handling this game a little bit better. Seems like the Phillies have just been eliminated. So that's now two Philadelphia sports teams have lost today. The Flyers lost 2-1 to the Panthers. That game just wrapped up. And seemingly, the Phillies just lost 2-1 to the Dodgers in extras. Yeah. Oh, that's wow. That's how the Phillies lost. What were you thinking? Okay. Why not just throw it to first? There's two outs. What? That's a shocking way to lose that game. That's a Pirates way to end the game. Yeah. It- imagine if Philadelphia sports go 0-3 today. That would be something. If you ever see me like looking up like that, I'm looking at my window because the rain just picked up for no reason again. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those nights, huh? I mean, if it like stays in like a solid level, I'm cool with it because I do like I do think like the rain. I do think the rain is soothing at times, but if it's like utter downpouring like it is now, no. Well, yeah, again, like it needs to be to a certain level where like I'm fine with it. But it for the past few days, it has been downpouring, and at that point, it's just obnoxious. Also, because again, it's been so often, I'm just like, when is it gonna stop at this point? We're still at halftime. Got about 3.5 minutes till the start of the second half. Going back to a commercial break. Okay, it is preseason, but the Thunder are back on their bullshit, Toasted. Uh, check sports. The Thunder are already back on their BS. Come on. I don't think they'll go back to back. But man, if they're not going to be an annoying team to go against. You know, we had a Micah Parsons tweet about the tush push. Oh yeah, they definitely have good chances. I just don't think it'll happen. I think some team will. I think there's gonna be a team that will surprise us out west. Because like yeah, the East is like a pretty weak conference this year again. I think out west the Thunder are gonna have some tough matchups to go through. As the second half will begin here shortly. I haven't had a chance to look at the GM poll yet. Or the GM survey that the NBA does every year. I haven't gotten a chance to look at this yet. I'll do it after stream. First pair of Giants rookies with a Russian touchdown in the same game since 1980. That's Jaxson Dart and Cam Scatterboo. That's crazy. All right, Giants are set to receive the second half kickoff. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned up past the 30 to about 29, maybe 30. All right, solid return. Dart alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Man sent in motion as Dart will quick throw this left side to Cam Scadaboo. Going to get past the 30 to about the 31. So Dart in shotgun, back behind him. Handoff up the middle for Scadaboo. Going to get past the 35 up to about the 37-ish. Dart in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Going to look to throw. Pass over the middle. And that's caught. Pass mid. No, incomplete. Theo Johnson nearly with a great catch. A 4th and 2 coming up. That's a tough one. He had that in his chest. Yeah, no, that's what he needs to hang on to. He's getting pretty much tackled as he goes down there, but he needs to hang on to that one. So a 3 and out begins the drive for the Giants. Eagles will get the ball right back. Punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught at about the 12. So the Eagles will begin from there when we get back from commercial break. I got a penalty marker down. Okay. There's a personal foul on Philly. Gonna push them back. We have commercial break. So Philly gonna start this up well backed up in their own territory. As we're at commercial break. The Dodgers just beat the Phillies and moved on to, was that the NLCS? Yeah, Zeus is angry right now. I don't know what's going on out there. I'm throwing my hand in there. Yeah, all of Philly sports is not having a good night right now. Phillies lost, the Flyers lost. We'll see how the Eagles finish this one out. But it has been something. Oh, Quinion Mitchell has been downgraded to out. That's a tough loss for that defense. Oh, cool. Justin Herbert's just lying at a press conference right now. Okay, before I throw my hat in this ring again, I gotta make sure I have the right teams here. Real quick, Hurts under center can hand this off up the middle, past the 10, up to about the 12 is Saquon Barkley. All right, 2nd and 4. Yeah. What are the expectations for the 76ers this season? They're the only Philly sports team now that hasn't had like their proper season begin yet. Handoff up the middle on 2nd and 4 is going to lose about 2. 3rd and 6 coming up. So 3rd and 6. Hurts in shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Looking to throw. Has time. Launching one deep. Left side wide open, but overshoots it. Devontae Smith had a walk-in touchdown. Like literally walk in from 50 yards out. And Jalen Hurts misses him by 5 yards. And it's a 3 and out. Oh my, that's such a bad miss. All you had to do was put it on him, and it would have been a touchdown. Instead, you're punting from deep in your own end zone. Just wow. Punt comes off clean, and it's going to go out of bounds near like the 45. Oh, yeah, no, the Sixers definitely do. I don't know what their future looks like. Because, like, even if they somehow get off of that Paul George contract, you might get, like, 3 seconds for him. You're not going to get anything really of value. Aside from that, like, you have Tyrese Maxey, you have Jaden McCain? Probably blanking on part of his name. But you have the rookie from last year that I'm not fully remembering his name of. And then Embiid is playing with no knees at all. Like, their future is rough. I don't know what they look like going forward. They need to win it soon, but they're not going to. Dart looking to throw in 1st down, pass right side, going to be caught to about the 49. Yeah, that was an awful miss from Hurts. And it's those kind of misses that have really made this Eagles offense look worse than it actually has been. Because they've had those guys open. Hurts has just missed them. Dart going to hand this off up the middle on 2nd and 4. That's Tyrone Tracy for about 3.5. Since when did the 76ers have Imani Bates? Yeah, I'm looking at their roster. That is one of the NBA rosters of all time. Dart under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to hand this off up the middle. That's enough for a 1st down, up past the 45 to the 43. That is Cam Scatterboo on the carry, but a flag is down. We'll see what this is. Yeah, and the hope is McCain can come back and play to that level he did last year before the injury. I'm not too sure though. Embiid might have like 2 more years in Philly. The penalty is a face mask on Philly, so that's going to push him 15 extra yards. I think the biggest thing is they need to get off of that Paul George contract, but there's no way to do so and still give something valuable unless you want to give up like a Quentin Grimes or like like a Quentin Grimes. You need to pair those two, and maybe you get something valuable for that. But no one's going to take that contract on in its current state. Dart in shotgun back to his left to receive an options to each side. Looking to throw. Trying to step up. Throwing left side for the end zone. Incomplete. Looking for LeJordan Humphrey, a penalty marker down. This might be on Philly. Do you think that, Toasted, do you think that Sixers front office is dumb enough to try and move Embiid for Giannis at the deadline? It's illegal contact on Philly, so 5 yards of automatic first down. Yeah, like, then Grimes is one of the more valuable non-starter pieces on that team. So he will be moved, and then you can tack on whatever. Like, we can tack on whatever to that. Dart in shotgun back behind him, going to keeping himself left side, up past the 20 to about the 17. Because, like, Grimes gets moved. Yeah, they just don't have any assets. Because, like, their picks aren't that valuable. Like, they're next 2-3 years worth of picks are not really valuable. You need to really go into like the 30s. Handoff up the middle to Tyrone Tracy will be stuffed at the line for no gain. Yeah, but how much longer does Embiid really have with just how injured he has been and the fact that he's not going to be nowhere near 100% ever again? Like I think the plan is you need to start planning for a future post Embiid. But they just don't have the assets for that. So, like, if you make an all-in push this year or next year, you're going to be trading away draft picks that are going to make what the Celtics did with those Nets pick look like a joke. Because, like, any picks they have this year are invaluable. Any picks they have next year are invaluable. If we assume Embiid has a 3-year window, any picks in that third year isn't. But you don't want to give up too many picks in the post Embiid era because then you won't be able to build a team. You'll be the Nets. We're at a commercial break for an injury timeout, by the way. There's a Giants player that's still to get up. Wishing the best there. as we await a second down from inside the 20 here for New York. All right, 3rd and 3. Oh yeah, he got elbowed. How do you perfectly place that elbow in the face mask? That's crazy. Dart in shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. 3rd and 3 from the 17. Looking to throw. Dart rolling right, has time. Trying to take it himself, diving forward. Will depend on the spot. I think he got it. They're going to give it to him. Needed 3, got 3.5. And the Giants keep this drive going. So Dart in shotgun back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on about the 13. Looking to throw. Dart with time. Pass end zone incomplete. Looking for the Jordan Humphrey was off the mark, too far to the left. 2nd and 10 coming up. All right. So Dart in shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Tight end send in motion. Dart's going to toss this right side for Scadaboo. Has the blockers inside the 10, inside the 5, and down to the 2. Cam Scadaboo bulldozing his way to set up a 1st and goal for the Giants. Man, I wish the Dolphins did the smart thing and draft Cam Scadaboo. It would have fixed not so many issues, but man, that would have been the perfect short yardage back for this Dolphins team. Dart under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. 1st and goal from inside, from at about the 2. They give to Scadaboo up the middle. He fights his way. They marked him short? No, that first effort got him in. He 100% got that. I like the Jaxson Dart high five in the ref there. No, Scadaboo got in there. Yeah, that effort. He is so in. He is so in. That's insane they marked him short. That's a 1-yard touchdown run for Cam Scadaboo. He puts the Giants an extra point away from making this a 10-point game. That's going to be reviewed. He's going to be found in. He bulldozes 2 defenders. Man, he is such a good power back. How did he fall to the 3rd round? Relocate to Montreal. Yeah. Montreal will get a professional sports team again at some point. I mean, they have the CFL, but you get the point. The extra point. It is good. 10-point game. Under 8 minutes to play in the 3rd. But Cam Scadaboo was such an obvious football guy and was going to have success in the NFL. It's insane that he fell to how far he did. Like, it's insane. Like that was probably the most obvious pick. Like the Giants really nailed it. The question is, like, because of his style and the fact that he just bulldozes everyone, how long is he like realistically going to last? But like if he's able to like go like 5-6 years at this level and be an anchor to the backfield to a Super Bowl contending team, you take that pick. Yeah, fair. Well, they also have like the owlets of the CFL. How many wrestlers are from Montreal? I guess to like specify it from the current WWE roster, both SmackDown and Raw. How many are from that area? This is an A+ tweet. Concussions get put in Scatterboo protocol. There you go. Next week, Thursday Night Football. The Steelers are taking on the Bengals. That's going to be an interesting one. I imagine it's Joe Flacco making the start that game as well. He gets to start against Green Bay, as he's looking to become the first quarterback in NFL history to beat a non-divisional foe twice in the same season. Going to this kickoff returned up to about the 30. And I made that distinction because again, there is technically like one other time back in the AFL days where a quarterback, he beat the same team twice in the same year. But he was traded from a non-divisional foe to a divisional foe. Like I'm talking about like not beat one team with a non-divisional foe, traded to a different non-divisional foe and beat them again. Like that's history right there. Hurts in shotgun back to his left, 3 receiving options to the right. Going to look to throw. Hurts with some time. Gonna step up, rolling to his left. Throwing left, caught by a wide open Dallas Goedert. He gets to about the 45. Seven and a half to play. Hurts in shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on the 44. Hurts play action looking to throw. Has some time. Plenty of time in the pocket. Gonna roll right. Still with time. Pass right side is caught by A.J. Brown for a gain of 6. Just past midfield to about the 49 and a half. Oh, there's some bobble going on there. Hold on. This might be reviewed. Yeah. The Giants are challenging this. Yeah. There's some bobble going on there. Hold on. Definitely gets his feet in. The question is, as he's going down. I think that ball moves. Yep, it's gonna be incomplete. The age-old ruling of the ball did not survive the ground. It's 2nd and 10 coming up for Philly. Well, okay. Still, 2 was more than I was expecting. Well, if you told me, like, if you asked me like yesterday to guess how many people from Montreal are in the WWE, I would not say 2. Again, like, if you're gonna have wrestlers in WWE, Kevin and Sammy are 2 good wrestlers to have. Hurts in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Tight end sent in motion left to right as Hurts will look to throw once again. Pressure coming quick. He escapes up the middle, gonna slide down for a gain of about 3. So a 3rd and 7. Third and 7. Hurts in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Looking to throw once again. Pressure coming. Hurts trying to escape to his left. And going to be brought down behind the line. Back at the 37. It is Brian Burns for his 2nd of the night. And this Giants defense is making things tough for Philly. They're going to be forced to punt this one away. Brian Burns, man, he's having himself a night. Him and Abdul Carter swapped roles from the sack he had earlier in the game on that same pass stunt. Punt comes off clean, going to be returned beginning from the 10 up to about the 11. Yeah, Cam Scadaboo is a dog. He refused to get denied of the end zone there. And the Eagles just had to punt it away. We're at commercial break. Yep, rain is still coming down. Hell yeah. Yeah. I don't get this Philly offense. They have way too much talent for being this inconsistent of a team. It doesn't make sense. I'm trying to think of what piece is missing from last year's team offensively, and I'm like, is Jahad Dotson still there? I think so. I mean, they're without Olamide Zacchaeus, but doubt he was really that big of an impact. Is it like the offensive line get shifted around without like no one really talking about it? Oh yeah, I guess Landon Dickerson is hurt. So there is that, but besides, it's the same offensive line besides that. So I guess the question is Landon Dickerson that big of a player? But like AJ Brown still there, Devontae Smith, so Jahad Dawson still there. They brought in John Michie, who is a solid receiver option. They brought in AJ Dillon and Tank Bigsby in the running back room. What, they're without maybe Marcus Mariota, but I don't even think he was there last year. Like it's much of the same team from last year, and I don't get how they're playing this inconsistent. Outside of like, different OC being the main change. Like it's still the same system. Dart in shotgun back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side, looking to throw. Quick pass right side is caught by Jalen Hyatt. He gets about 6 up to the 16. Yeah, I don't know what the issue is with this team. Dart in shotgun back to his right, 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw once again. Pressure coming, rolling to his left. Shakes off one defender. Makes another miss, and he's going to get about 2. All right, solid carry. Oh, Reed Blankenship is slow to get up. He's up. He's walking under. He's walking under his own power. That's great to see. A 3rd down coming up for the Giants. Deion Sanders went on the podcast and said, "To be fair, he went on Derek Carr's podcast. He went on Derek Carr's podcast and was like, yeah, I wanted Shedeur to play to like learn from you in the NFL." I'm like, dude, what? Derek Carr? Dart looking to throw in 3rd and 2. Pass over the middle is caught. Pass the 30 and down to the 33. That's Wan'Dale Robinson on the reception. And he got tackled in a very Looney Tunes fashion. He got tripped up and just started bouncing all over the place. Yeah, but it's just throw and catch. Quick throw to Wan'Dale Robinson once again on 1st down. Gonna get about, what's that, 4? Under 3.5 to play in the 3rd. It's 2nd down. I know, I was off. Got about 7. Dart alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Looking to throw. Has time. Launching one deep. Left side. It's incomplete. Slightly overthrown. Looking for Jordan Humphrey. It's a 3rd and 3 coming up. Third and 3. There's Vic Fangio in the booth. Dart in shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Play clock winding down. And there's movement up front. Going to be false start on the Giants right as the play clock was expiring. So a 3rd and 8 coming up. Dart in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Going to look to throw. Pressure coming. Dart's pass right side has a man open. Pass midfield. Past the 45 to about the 43. That's Theo Johnson on the reception. And this Giants team. Hold on a second. Could they go on a run here? Jaxson Dart, seemingly the guy in New York. All I know is that if I'm a Giants fan right now, even though you're sitting at 1-4, you're up by 10 against Philly, and you have to be feeling fantastic. Dart in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, looking to throw. Trying to step up, gonna lose a yard here, sacked at the 44. Oh, and someone's slow to get up for the Giants. Oh, as I was saying that, Dart is slow to get up. Russell Wilson's warming up on the sideline. As I was saying how good you have to be feeling as a Giants fan. Dart is slow to get up as he's tackled by the ankles. I think it's the fact that he got a helmet directly to the left shoulder. That's probably, or is it a hip drop tackle? Because he gets hip drop tackled, but he also gets a helmet directly to the left shoulder. Either way, Russell Wilson is warming up and we're going to a commercial break. Yeah, I think we cursed them. That's all me. That's all me. I have 2 friends who are Giants fans. That's all me. My bad. Jeez. Hopefully he's not out long. And it's like nothing long term. It's just like an injury scare and he has to miss like a few plays. But man, that is tough. Oh, of course, the game-winning goal tonight for the Panthers was from Brad Marchand. That's an insane snipe as well from Brad. God damn. Yep, at commercial break still. Yep, so that commercial break. All right, Dart's up. He's jogging over to the sideline. Doesn't seem like anything's off with the lower body. He's gonna be heading to the medical tent though, so he's gonna be missing a few plays. But that's a great sign. So Russ in shotgun, back to his left, gonna give this up the middle to Tyrone Tracy. He gets a gain of about 3, up near the 42. So a 3rd down coming up. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked they went to Russ and not Jameis. But at the same time, like Russ is technically the higher profile guy, so it makes sense. In shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers to each side. 3rd and 9. Manson in motion right to left. Play clock winding down. They barely get the snap off. Russ, quick throw over the middle is well off the mark and incomplete. A 4th and 9 and you're in no man's land. And it's been 2 plays. Why is a Giants fan already booing? Oh, what? Brian Dable is arguing with someone on the sideline. I'm not sure who that is. It looks like it's an exec of some kind for the Giants. That's interesting. Punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught near the 11. So the Eagles will start from there. 1:14 to play in the 3rd. Scadaboo even went to the medical tent to check up on Dart. That's nice. Oh, is that why Dable was pissed? Because Scadaboo... I'm trying to figure out what's going on this sideline right here. Hurts in shotgun, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Man sent in motion. As Hurts is going to hand this off up the middle, and that's going to go nowhere. Stuffed at the line for no gain. Dable is still arguing with someone on this sideline. That's just, I don't know who it is. Hurts going to hand this off left side to Saquon. That's going to lose even more yards. As Dart is on the sideline, he seems to be good to go. That's a great sign for this Giants team. Scadaboo is also there checking up on him. This Giants sideline has been confusing. It's a 3rd and 12. We're going to a commercial break as that's the end of the 3rd quarter. 15 minutes to play. Giants up by 10. Looking to get a massive win to begin week 6 of the NFL season. Oh yeah, Russ played great against Dallas in week 2, but weeks 1 and 3 he played very rough in, which is what caused him to get benched. But yeah, his week 2 performance was fantastic. Oh yeah, Dallas's defense is the worst defense in the league. They're giving up like 420 yards per game. But their offense is like statistically the best offense in the league at over 400 yards per game. Like it's such a it's just if the offense doesn't put up 50, you're gonna lose type of team. And so far, Dallas has put up 35 points in like 3 of their past 5 games. And thus they're 2-1. We're at commercial break. Okay, Dart was evaluated for a concussion and cleared the protocol. That's what was going on there. Okay, but he's gonna be back in the game. Is it? All right, just coming back from commercial break. The start of the fourth quarter underway here. Yeah, but again, that opener was a very weird game all around, and if it wasn't for the weather delay, it might have been a higher scoring game. First looking to throw in 3rd and 12. Has some time. Rolling to his left to buy more. Pass left side, that's caught. Gonna get past the 15 and down to about the 20 is Saquon Barkley, but not enough for the first down. I think Russ did, and Russ had 2 plays. They're gonna go back to Dart once to get the ball back. And again, like, Philly didn't have Jalen Carter in that game against Dallas. They don't have him again tonight. So that there is that. It was 4th and 2. They're at about their own 20. They're going to punt this one away. The Giants probably just need about one more score. And they should be good. Punt comes off clean. Going to be returned beginning from the 21. Room past the 30 to the 34. So 1st and 10, and Jaxson Dart takes the field. Under 14 minutes to play in the game. Dart in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the left. Going to send one of them in motion. The give to Scatterboo up the middle is going to get about 2. All right, 2nd and 7. Play clock winding down. Dart in shotgun. A back to each side to get the snap off. Dart looking to throw. Quick pass right side is caught by Jalen Hyatt. What a catch. Makes it a 3rd and inches. Or are they saying it's incomplete? That either way, Dart places that on the money. Oh yeah, that's definitely caught. That's an insane catch from Jalen Hyatt. Oh wait, no. That angle showed it better. Yeah, 3rd and 7. The other angle was getting blocked by the ref. It's fine. Dart in shotgun, a back to his right, a back to each side, looking to throw. Has some time, pass right side is tipped at the line and incomplete. Luckily not picked off. A 4th and 7 coming up is a 3 and out. And they're now going to have to send this one away. Not how you wanted that drive to go. But you're still up by 10, so you're kind of fine. All right, 4th and 7. Punt comes off clean and going to be returned beginning from the 25, up past the 30 to about the 34, maybe 35. All right, brings us to a commercial break. At commercial break. All right, so at commercial break, waiting for the Eagles' next drive, down by 10. They're going to need something here soon. I'm still at commercial break. Yep, another pop-up for the Amazon Prime documentary about Saquon Barkley. I'm sure that's going over great right now with how the entire Eagles offense has been playing this year. It's 1st and 10. Hurts in shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the right. Ball on their own 34. Man in motion right to left. Hurts looking to throw. Pass left side caught by a wide open Devontae Smith. Has a first down and gets up near midfield before being brought down. All right. So Hurts in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Going to look to throw once again. Hurts has time. Pass left side going to be incomplete. Penalty marker down though. Looking for Devontae Smith. Going to be a DPI on the Giants. Oh yeah, that are they making a Brett Favre documentary or is that just like a hypothetical? Because if they are making one, I would not be surprised if they cut it off after he retires. And they just don't talk about any of the off the field stuff. We have DPI against the Giants. Gonna put the Eagles well into plus territory. I don't think there was ever a Brett Favre doc. I can double check. First looking to throw in 1st and 10. Pass left side caught by Dallas Goedert. Going to probably get enough for a first down here. Yep, gain of 10. Oh, they did. It's called The Fall of Favre, and it talks about his off-the-field stuff and the scandals. It released back in May? Damn, I did not hear about this. Hurts in shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Ball on the 15. Hurts looking to throw once again. Has time. Pass left side is off the mark and incomplete. Penalty marker down. Looking for A.J. Brown, but he was tripped up well before that ball was even thrown. He's slow to get up now. There's going to be illegal contact or defensive holding on the Giants. Oh no, they picked up the penalty. It's 2nd down. Okay. They said hand fighting. Yeah, no, AJ Brown is the one that kind of pushed off there. And they both initiated contact. Yeah, that's fine. So 2nd and 10. Hurts in shotgun back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Looking to throw once again. Quick pass left side is picked off. Intercepted and going the other way. One man to beat past midfield. The 40, 35, 30, 25 and out of bounds at the 20. Was it out of bounds at the 21? Saquon Barkley forces him out of bounds, but that's a devastating interception for Philly. Giants have the ball well in the plus territory. Wow. That is a bad interception to throw. Yeah, he threw it. He threw it too far behind. He threw it too far behind the intended target. And he had plenty of space down that right side. Wow. Yeah, I don't remember any trailers or anything for that Brett Favre doc. So I'm gonna check it. I'm gonna check into it. Yeah, Philly is really off their game tonight. I don't know what this is. Giants ball on the 23. Going to keep it himself up the middle is Jaxson Dart for about 2. So 2nd and 8 coming up. Yeah, really is. That's wow. That might be a dagger. That's his first interception in over 300 regular season pass attempts. That is now the longest streak in NFL history. First interception in over 300 pass attempts. Crazy. Dart in shotgun, a back to each side, 2nd and 7. And there's movement before the snap, going to be a false start on the Giants. So a 2nd and 12 coming up. If we get a Colts-Giants Super Bowl, I think the NFL might self-destruct. Could you imagine the storylines with the Colts-Giants Super Bowl? Like, that would be... I think NFL media would have a single talking point, use that the entire first week, and then just implode. Dart can keep it himself right side and has room to get those yards right back from the false start. Like there's probably other storylines that I'm not really thinking about. The main one is the Daniel Jones against the Giants in the Super Bowl year after they moved on from him. Like it's a long shot. It is quite a long shot considering the Giants are about to be a 1-4, about to be 2-4, but it is technically possible still. That division, man. Like that division is tougher than I thought it was going to be for the Colts. I do think they still could obviously get in, but it's going to be tough. Dart throwing left side on 3rd and 8 for the end zone, and it's dropped. He places it in a bucket to Jalen Hyatt. Instead, it's a 3 and out. That's an incredible throw from Dart. I don't demarker down. We'll see what this is. Is this on Philly? Hold on. It's DPI on Philly. It would be Giants ball at the 1. You give it to Scadaboo. Jacksonville, Houston, and Tennessee's in that division. Jacksonville is the main, like their main foe. But I mean, Houston and Tennessee typically plays them well also. So it's gonna be an interesting division. I also just think that once the playoffs do roll around, I'm not sure if the Colts have the pieces to truly go far. Dart under center, back behind him. 1st and goal from the 1. They give to Scadaboo, and I think he's in. Yep, he is in. Touchdown, Giants. They extend this lead as Cam Scadaboo is flipping in the end zone. I love it, man. Scadaboo is a dog. And an extra point away from a 17-point lead for the Giants. They are dominating this game. Like, it's wow. Yeah, I'm interested to see how Houston plays the rest of the season. Because, I mean, that division is known for collapses. You never know who can sneak their way in. Extra point is up and good. The issue with like that whole like breaking the record at the Super Bowl thing is, you know, the postseason and the regular season have different record books. So it wouldn't. I don't think it would be. It wouldn't be the. It wouldn't. The longest postseason field goal is different from the longest regular season field goal. What is this? Is an ESPN website that looks like it's from 2005. What? Yeah, the longest field goal in the postseason is 54 yards. And that was from 1994. Oh yeah, that's the case with every sport, dude. Every sport has different records for postseason and regular season. Because like, yeah, he can definitely crush that. But there's a reason that no one has done that. How up to date is this website? I guess it's the better question. Because it's okay. Let me. I feel, yeah, no, it's definitely, yeah. Hold on. It doesn't even have longest kick return. But what is no? This isn't. Just coming back from commercial break. I'm trying to find an actual proper playoff record thing here, bud. Not the easiest. Because yeah, this ESPN site that is supposedly the postseason record book. It is it just looks outdated. Oh yeah, this is so outdated. Oh. The kickoff gets muffed again. And it goes out of bounds at the 5. Philly's having a terrible day. How is this site outdated? What? This site is until 99, I think. It's even earlier than that. It's until like 97. How in the world is this out of date? But what did I just find? Yeah, no, this is definitely sad for Philly. Hurts in shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Looking to throw once again, pass left side, caught by AJ Brown. Going to get up to about the 12. Yeah, Eagles getting blown out. The Phillies got eliminated. The Flyers lost. Well, this is an ESPN site that is talking about the Shannon Sharp knee injury at the Super. What is... Hurts rolling to his right on 2nd and 3. Pass right side going to be incomplete. A 3rd down coming up. Is that Bobby Okereke on the pass breakup? Cam Scatterboo, the 2nd Giants rookie with 3 rushing touchdowns in the game since 1971. Can I use any of these? Yeah, these are all old ESPN articles from 97. What did I just find? Hurts looking to throw on 3rd and 3. Pass right side caught by Barkley. Trying to find space, but unable to. Will lose a yard, and that's a 3 and out for this Eagles offense. Under 9 minutes to play in the game. Talking about... Yeah, talking about Morton Anderson. I could probably find a use for this. Fourth and 4. The offense is staying on the field. Hurts alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw. Hurts with some time. Pass left side is going to be caught to the 19. That's Devontae Smith on the reception. Well, this ESPN article has 54 yards as the most. And I knew that the best way for me to check if this or how out to date this article was looking at the kick return stuff. Quick pass left side to AJ Dillon's going to get about 8. Yeah, and they don't even have longest kick return touchdown here. Because the longest is from 2012 with Jacoby Jones. May he rest in peace. Hurts looking to throw in 2nd and 3. Has plenty of time. Pass deep pass deep left side. It's caught past the 40 to the 38. Probably like 36 actually. But the Eagles are in well into plus territory after that. I don't think the Giants will play like this every game, but yeah, they definitely are in a much better spot with Jaxson Dart in the way. First looking to throw in 1st and 10. Has some time, dump off over the middle. It's going to be caught. Breaks off 1 tackle and gets a fumbles. Ball comes loose. Is picked up by the Giants at the 25. AJ Dillon on the reception. That ball came loose. There's going to be a tight window if that's a fumble or not. But as it stands, it's Giants ball. Oh, that's a beautiful peanut punch. That's a fumble. And the Giants fell on it. That's back-to-back drives with a turnover for Philly. And this is a tough night for Philadelphia sports fans. Brings us to a commercial break. All right, I know Pro Football Reference has a good data set on all-time records and whatnot. Let me see if they have a postseason one. No, it doesn't seem like. Yeah, playoff leaders. We can look at that, I guess. Long field goal. You by year? Is this gonna be it? Yes, here we go. So yeah, 58's the longest. It's tied with Graham Gano and good old Pete Stoyanovich, who was the Dolphins kicker during the Marino days. Those two are tied for the longest in playoff history. Okay. Took long enough. Yeah, no turnover. But yeah, that Broncos loss, man, that alone was a very tough loss for them as well. It is not. They have not bounced back against that. I didn't see who we cursed either this week. I don't think it was Philly though. Yeah, but Perna's curse wheel, the fact that it's that effective is insane. Dart under center, back and fullback behind him, gonna hand this off to Cam Scatterboo left side, and there's room. First down carry and more. Pass to 40 to the 44. All right, first and 10 from the 43. Dart under center, back and fullback behind him. Going to hand this off up the middle for Scatterboo once again. He gets past midfield and still fighting for a gain of 11. Enough for a first down. Scatterboo, man. Such a good back. Up to 83 yards on the night. First and 10, clock winding down, under 5.5 to play in this game. Dart under center, back and fullback behind him. Going to hand this off to Scatterboo once again. He's going to get up to the 45 before being brought down, only a gain of 1. $5:10 to play in the game, and there's John Mara. Here we have to be feeling pretty solid about this Giants team and the future of it. So 2nd and 9. Oh, the Eagles called a timeout. They're really being desperate here. Okay. Play clock winding down. 2nd and 9. Dart under center. Back and fullback behind him to give to Scadaboo left side. Going to get about 4. 3rd down coming up. Eagles call their 2nd timeout. 5 minutes to play. Yeah, like Philly last year had a very rough stretch early on in the season as well. And then they just kind of took off with things. So we'll see, but this is a very rough showing. So 3rd and 5, Dart under center, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Play action looking to throw. Dart's pass right side, caught by Scadaboo, enough for a 1st down. Gets inside the 30 to about the 28. Penalty marker is down. 5 minutes to play in the game. Oh, after the play, a taunting penalty on the Giants. Calling it against Scadaboo. Gonna push him back a bit. Let's see, what was this taunting? Oh, that's the taunting? Come on! What is that? Bro, he just talked some shit. How the hell is that taunting? Get out of here with that soft ass shit. Dart under center, back and fullback behind him. 1st and 10 from the 48. They give the Scadaboo up the middle. He's gonna get past the 40 to roughly the 38. That's some soft ass taunting penalty. I think Philly just called their final timeout there. Nope. Dart under center, back and fullback behind him. Under 4 minutes to play in the game. They give to Devin Singletary left side, gets up to the 35, a gain of 3. 3:45 to play. And clock still running. Yeah, this is a tough one for Philly. They're going to be moving around quite a bit in power rankings. This is a bad loss for them. Dart under center, back and fullback behind him. Going to give this to Devin Singletary left side. He's going to fight his way to about the 28-yard line. That's a first down. That's a nice job keeping the legs moving. Yeah, probably. Man, this is it feels like I'm experiencing some Freaky Friday shit. And these two teams have swapped talent. Like it legit feels like these two teams just swapped talent. It's like the Monstars up in here, where the Giants stole the Eagles' talent. They're now beating them with it. Like, officially ruling it a 3rd and 1. .235 to play in the game. And yeah, a first down basically ends in. Yeah. I don't get this, man. The Eagles are such a better team than what they have shown through 6 weeks. They have way too much talent on that roster to be held to 17 points in back-to-back weeks. And 17 points in 3 of these 6 games they've played this year. Sorry, they had 20 against Kansas City. But still, like, they have not been putting up the points I thought they should be. QB sneak up the middle for Jaxson Dart will get the first down, and that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, I don't know, it's weird. This is what they're... They're up to 23.7 points per game, which that's a fine number for a team like the Giants, or like a middle of the road team. This Eagles offense has so much more talent than that. Like, let's see. Current point. Let's see. Point. No, none of those are what I was looking for. Oh, there we go. Where is Philly on this list? Entering this week. Philly is 12th in terms of points for. They're 12th. They have a middle of the road offense with a talent pool that is so much more than that. Well, I guess technically they're like tied for 10th, but still. Like, entering this week, they have the same amount of points scored this season as the Patriots. The only team the only team above them that can truly say, like, there's a true argument that Philly is a good, solid leagues better than is Dallas. Dallas is 4th with 151 points scored this season, entering week 6. Like, this Philly offense, it does not make sense. They are one of the worst passing offenses in the league entering this week. They sit in 3rd to last. The only teams they are ahead is Tennessee and Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh's only played 4 games entering this week. as the Giants are going to begin the process of kneeing this one out. Russian wise, they're behind the pack entering this week. They're not playing well. They're not playing well offensively, and it is showing on them being 4-2 at this point. If we're talking about passing yards per game, the only team the Eagles are better in terms of passing yards per game with is the Titans. Number one is San Francisco. San Francisco is having the best passing offense this season so far. Yeah, the Giants are going to need this one out. That's a great win for the Giants. Yeah. Passing yards per game, the Eagles are second to last, only beating the Titans entering this week. They do not have a roster where that should be the case. I think even in this game, did they go down after this game? What's the no, they're 283. So they improved their yards per game with this one. And they're now sitting at 182. Entering this game, they're at 161. So if no other team, in theory, like this is very like theoretical stuff. If no other team plays it, or if every team matches their passing yards per game this week, Philly would be ahead of Tennessee, Arizona, Cincinnati, and the Jets. That is it. They would be the 5th worst passing offense if every other team matches their yards per game. Oh, like total offense wise, let's see. Total offense is Dallas. Yeah, Dallas is number 1 at 405. In terms of total offense, even total offense, Philly is the 3rd worst team, only ahead of Tennessee and Cincinnati entering this week. And then points-wise, it's Detroit leading the way. Philly is about middle of the pack. But like this Eagles team has such better talent than being the 3rd worst offense in the league. Like it doesn't make sense. It's like thinking about a good chunk of Philly's points throughout the past few weeks has been off of defense and special teams. So like purely offensively, yeah, they're a bottom 5 team in the league, and it does not make sense. Seahawks in terms of total yards. In terms of total yards per game, Seattle is at about 8. They're 8th in total yards. They are 5th in passing yards per game. Rushing yards, they're just below average. And then points per game wise, they're at 5. Like Seattle's having a good year this year offensively. I don't get Philly. But yep, that'll do it for me though. I'll probably go into a tiny bit more detail during power rankings when I discuss Philly, because they're still going to be on them, but they're definitely dropping from probably the top 5, if I'm being honest. I'm not sure. We'll see how the week plays out, but this was a bad showing. A bad showing for Philly. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. We got 2, potentially 3 games to go live with on Sunday, beginning with Dolphins Chargers, and then Sunday Night Football with the Lions and Chiefs. So hope to see you all there. Have yourselves a damn good one. I'll see you all next time. Peace.